Nah, fuck that. I'm just too fast. Fuck, it's a bike. That's why I'll beat you. Come on, man, like, you're carrying two guys as well, two other guys. 400.
400?
Yeah, it's the slowest. Yeah, fucking red line that shit. Oh yeah. Alright, so the thing I want to talk about is fucking fast food. I have a couple of friends who still fucking eating fast food when they're still going gym, and they're not saying discipline. Like, I mean, like, they're not disciplining themselves, and they're not telling themselves not to eat fucking fast food. Like, these fast food companies, all they rely on is people's dopamine, their addiction, for them to make sales nowadays. Because the conscious mind of healthy eating has come to light. Like, it has been spread all over. So only reason why people still eat fast food is because of dopamine. It's because other people are doing it. And yeah, and also because people do it, right? So and the funny thing is that all these fast food giants, bro, like, they put all these chemicals and like all the additives in the food for it to make for it to be addicting. There's all these like chemicals and stuff that triggers the brain, and it, you know, like, it tells you, oh, it's fucking good. It's just to trick you that it's good, or like, you know, that like you're fulfilled, and then therefore it just becomes a fucking addiction. Like I want to know what's in the food that's making people addicted to the food. So yeah, like, what has got people into fast food, like eating fast food in general? Like, man, like, I grew up eating fast food because my parents told me to, and because it was a normal thing. Because, like, I remember getting like 3 nuggets, 6 nuggets, and get sweet sour sauce on the side, and then there's my Happy Meal, and I get fucking toy. I believe fast food should be illegal to be marketed for children, because their brain isn't developed enough to realize that maccas is unhealthy. And like, I think the only thing that keeps like parents to keep going to maccas is because it's a fucking toy, and is used to leverage kids to always want to eat maccas. So, and then like, as we grow up, we just get used to eating maccas, so therefore it just becomes a habit of ours in our life. So we end up just thinking, oh, maccas. So like, it's just like all in our head. Like, since we've been growing up and shit, like, it's all ingrained in our head that, oh, maccas, it's good to have meat maccas. So like, as we grow up and shit, right, it's been accustomed in our life where we just eat maccas without even like, I guess like consciously thinking about the health problems we eat maccas. I believe that fast food should be illegal, and I believe these corporations should not have toys or anything. Age kids to always go back and consume it, because it teaches them bad habits, and the government needs to realize that it's bad for the children, right? And like, the only reason why they're not fucking doing anything about it is because McDonald's is like, it's a major corporation that's bringing that's bringing fucking tax dollars for them, right? So like they profit so much fucking money from just people eating McDonald's, right? Yeah, like they profit so much fucking money from people, like, you know, from companies, from McDonald's bringing customers, and then they pay tax. So basically, you know, like they get, like, government doesn't care about us. It's because all they care about is their money. The thing is that the government are scared that, like, let's just say that they impose like rules and regulations against fast food, so they're scared that the McDonald's is going to leave. Like they're scared that fast food chains are going to leave, and therefore they're going to lose like tax revenue or like tax income for them. And I guess since they are a major corporation, like international corporation, you know, like it could be a threat to the taxmen, since they're going to lose like billions of fucking tax revenue from McDonald's. So, and also McDonald's wouldn't be thriving if these regulations were in place, if these laws were in place. Man, like kids can't be like fucking marketed, like they can't have toys in it to fucking convince kids and get kids back into eating McDonald's. So yeah, and I believe that McDonald's, yeah, like they don't even care about the consumers really. Like all they care about is the money and the profit really. So, and the one thing I want to add is that McDonald's is a major corporation that has literally our Australian government fucking just like under control. Like, man, like the government can't say anything because they realize that McDonald's are bringing a lot of tax revenue. So therefore it'll be difficult to implement a new rule and a new regulation on fast food giants and franchises. And the thing is, it becomes a major problem. It becomes, I guess, like an ethical problem as well, since we are involving kids in this in this problem. Since kids, you know, like their brains aren't fucking developed, and companies are profiting off this shit. Like they're profiting off kids who literally get grown up fucking doing this shit, and it becomes a stigma. Like it becomes a habit. And you would think all these large corporations would be conscious about that shit and like slowly phase that shit out, but I guess they start getting greedy and shit like that, so I guess it will never stop. And yeah, like just imagine being a fucking 40-year-old telling your kids to eat maccas, telling your kids, or like, you know, like telling kids that fucking like maccas is good and shit like that. Yeah, and like you should be fucking, you know, like you should be fucking teaching your kids the proper way of being a man, or fucking raising a family. Like, you know, like the parents should literally tell the kids, or like, you know, like they shouldn't even fucking tempt the kids, and they shouldn't fucking, you know, like they shouldn't give the kids any McDonald's. So you should teach them the hard way of food, which is fucking teach them how to cook at home, right? You start them young, and you know, like it's so easy to teach kids fucking while they're young, and then therefore it becomes a habit, and it becomes like it becomes a habit, and then therefore like it's ingrained in their head, and then therefore they'll just be better people by cooking at home. And the one thing I want to say is that this problem is way bigger than me. Like this is a global problem. Like this is like an international problem. I guess that cannot be fixed because it's an international fucking problem. and it would exist, like, you know, like the thing is that no one's stopping them. The thing is that no one's stopping these fast food chains. So I'll show you what real men eat. No fucking way, cunt. I just went to ATM and all the ATMs are out of service. Fucking when you need the banks the most, and they just fucking shut off them fucking machines, eh?